Well, good morning, guys. I'm sitting here looking at this project that's kind of been on the shelf for a little bit. And, well, here it is. It's the old Trike project. And I got to get this gas tank mounted. Now, anyone that knows motorcycle frames have a single big tube as the backbone here. And I was thinking, well, I'm gonna have to cut out this section and put a single tubing down there. I got some 1 3/4 tubing. Do that, but then I was looking at it this morning. Let me put that back there. And where it needs to go, I mean, it has to be up high enough for gravity to feed the gas to the carburetor. So I wanted to sit a level with the frame, so it's going to be sitting just about like that, which means I need to build a structure from the mini bike frame up to support the gas tank. Now, this will be real easy. I'll just have to bend a strap, bring it across there, shoot some screws in there with some rubber grommets to support the gas tank there. On this side, see, I got to come up and pick these up here to support that there. So that there again shouldn't be too difficult, but I don't want this to look all ugly here either. So I might cut a piece of plate to fill that void and then just go back with some supports for the gas tank. But that is basically how it has to sit. Nice and level with the frame there, high enough for gasoline to feed into the carburetor, which my son this last weekend, he got a rebuild kit and he rebuilt the carburetor, so this is ready to go in. So let's see what we can do to get this trike actually running, driving, going down the road. We put a lot of work into it to mount this quad back section onto it. As you can see, I had to do some tubing work there. Had to bring the pivot on up higher here. So yeah, had to actually drop the whole frame down a little bit there and extend the forks there. So yeah, we got some work involved. Let's get this thing so it's actually ripping. All right, I'm gonna get to work, see what I can come up with today. Get this gas tank mounted. Then I know we're gonna have to build a framework coming back to support a seat. A little triangle coming off the back here and down. Looks fun. I'm gonna get to work and bring you back in a little bit. We'll see what I come up with. See you in a bit. Well, guys, after a little bit of work, this is how things are looking here. I cut that little piece of plate there to take up the gap in the front of the gas tank there, and I am going to bring this on back. I had a tack there. Stay. Nope. Anyway, that gets welded on there, and that will get welded across there. Then, oh, now it's staying. Okay. This guy here is going to bridge across right there. Now, the outlet for the gas was right there, so I was going to notch that and go ahead and fill that in. But frankly, what I'm going to end up doing, I put this piece of tubing across here. I'm cutting these pieces of tubing out, and the gas tank will be able to rest right on this. This is a piece of muffler pipe here, and then I will build some triangulation down here to make this all structurally sound. I don't think this vehicle is going to miss the structure here once I get this all beefed up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up, cut this out right there, and that's like exactly where the end of the gas tank. See, these flat spots here are resting on the tubing and not allowing the gas tank to sink down. You know, that takes up an inch. That's inch tubing there. I'll be able to go an inch lower by eliminating that and allowing this flat spot to come down a little bit. So that is what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I'm gonna get a little welding done here and bring you back when it's all tied together. And if my explanation didn't work, maybe the visual will. Anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. As you can see, it's running parallel, but it is sitting on that ledge right there. And I'm going to bring that down just a little bit there. This kind of just blocks this gap there. But if you look up in there, the big piece of tubing there, I got room to drop that down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that section of frame out. The gas tank will go down about an inch. Rest onto that muffler tubing. And then this piece here will bridge across. And you'll pick up that mount. Everything is going to go down just a bit and everything will fit. Yeah, all right. I'm going to get to cutting that piece out of there. All right, we got that framework out of the way. Let's see how this looks. We down all the way. We're still hung up right there in that corner. So I'm gonna have to cut those corners a little bit, and then that'll bring it down. Let's see. Yeah, we still can come down about a ½ inch. All right, let's get that cut out of the way. Okay. I know it's down all the way because it's wobbling on that exhaust tubing. Okay. It is down where it belongs now. And so I'll drill a couple of holes there after I weld that strap in there. Some rubber grommets. It's down all the way, resting on that pipe. Yeah, look at that. Sitting nice and tight there. I might do a little cleaning up in there. I don't want that resting on the gas tank there, so I'm going to take a little bit off of that. But yeah, that is where it's sitting. One issue was how much I'm able to turn. You see that it's touching the tank there, so I'm thinking I'm going to put little stoppers in on each side there. You can tell this is coming, been bumping on the frame there. You don't need to turn that. If you turn that much anyways, you're flying over the handlebars. So I'm gonna put little stoppers there so it doesn't interfere with the tank. But yeah, guys, I think that's where that gas tank's gonna be sitting. And then we'll worry about getting the seat on there and getting this thing running. Drivetrain, everything is working just fine. One thing that we still got to do is the brake. Need to assemble the brake pedal, master cylinder and slave cylinder there. But yeah, this little thing's gonna be a ripper pretty quick here. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, let's take a look at this. Now, on a gas tank, there are, well, let me show you. These little guys there need to slide over there, and that's what secures the front. Now, I did find this thing of bobber here. Now I gotta, if I could find another one of those, I'm gonna run to the hardware store, and then I can cut that top lip off, and that'll give the cushion needed to go in there. But something like this would be perfect to find. And then I need a couple of bigger rubber washers to set the gas tank on there. Basically, I want the gas tank sitting on rubber. But this is all I got here. I got to go see if I can't find anything. But that is basically the framework. Now when I take this all apart to paint it and everything, I pull the motor out of there. I'll go ahead and cap this, do a little additional gusseting in here. I don't want any flex at all in the frame. I remember I took a section of the frame out. Now this is the frame. I'm not worried about this big old piece of steel there, whether that's strong enough, but I don't want any flexing in that area. So a little bit more gusseting there. And yeah, well, let me get the tank. Show you guys how that slides on there. So now we got these little notches there. They slide right in there. And it's not going to go anywhere. Once I get some rubber, there, those hold that secure. There. And then a couple of screws, nuts and bolts there with some rubber washers there. This gas tank will be mounted. So yeah, one step closer to this little trike being a little runner. So I'm gonna run to the hardware store real quick and see if I can find some rubber washers, grommets, whatever I might be able to find to cushion this. Because over the whoop-de-doos, that'll just wear a hole in the gas tank for sure. So I'll be back in a bit. Well guys, gas tank is mounted. That's not going anywhere. Now, next step is going to have to be this ignition system. I know I got a coil, and I believe it needs like a CDI box to get the spark going. And I can see here there's another motor mount there and one here I have to incorporate into the frame. So what I'm thinking here, I got to come up off of here, maybe come up, do a bend, and back here to pick up the rear seat support there. So a little bit more framework to do on this guy, and get the ignition working. That's good, good compression, all the gears work. And then, let's see, I know I got some, this is kind of my motorcycle wrecking yard over here. Here's a brake pedal here. This is all off of LT 250 stuff, Suzuki stuff, but I got a couple of foot pegs put on here, brake pedal. I got master cylinders. So this is going to entail, that's the other side there, figuring out where I'm going to put this and have to build mounts for these. I don't want that dragging there. I might have to do something to bring this straight on out to the frame there and just eliminate these triangles. Anyways, that's another day. It's been a day today. That was amazing how much work it was just to build all that to mount the gas tank, but it's done. Yeah. I'm gonna have to extend that tailpipe out, bring this on out, have a little muffler sitting out the back here. This is an ATC engine, so it kick starts forward. Lots of compression, so I'm not worried about that, but we do got to get, we'll have gasoline now with the rebuilt carburetor that my son just did. So now we got to get some fire. We'll have gas, fire, and a little bit more structure and brakes. We got to be able to stop this thing. Now it's looking kind of nose heavy now because those huge tires in the back, they're not going there. I'm going to go like half that profile there. Probably take about 4 inches off the back, just with the change of tires. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for the day. Now I'm a little excited about getting the old trike project going. This thing's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna call it a day, and we'll work on the ignition system tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some spark going on here. That'll be a good thing. All right, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.